Hey, what's up, guys? Chopper from Chopper Stream Pit here. So, on this video, I'm going to show you guys how I find my key levels every morning. Okay, so you see all these lines on the chart right now. These are key levels from a previous session when I traded. I've been off for over a week, so these levels are levels from the last day that I traded. I always keep them on my chart because I'll show you how quick it is to be able to move the levels. Okay. So, how I also set up these lines is what I use is down here is my saved my saved tools, right? My saved toolbar. I use horizontal ray. Okay. So if I click on horizontal ray and I go to the settings, you will see I have a lot of different settings. Okay. Makes it easier. ATH, all time high, BSL, buy side liquidity, London high, London low, New York high plus London high, New York, New York plus London high, New York plus London low. The reason I have those combined is because a lot of times they coincide with each other. Then I'll have New York high and New York low. I have New York POC, New York value area high, New York value area low. This is previous session POC, previous session value area high, previous session value area low. SSL is sell side liquidity, and then Tokyo high, Tokyo low. Okay. So have those set, makes it a lot easier to put them on your charts if you need to. Okay. So I put in replay mode because it is right now it's 6 o'clock at night. And I wanted to show you how I would set this up for if it was 7:50 in the morning EST. So anytime I am talking about time, I am always talking about New York time. That's the only thing that matters is the New York time. New York Stock Exchange goes off of East Coast time. So wherever you are in the world, make sure change your time frame on your chart to make sure it coincides with the New York time. So when I tell you certain times to trade, you know where to go. Doesn't matter if you're in London, you're in Tokyo, you're wherever. All that matters is New York time. Okay. All right. So this is what it would look like when I come to my charts at 7:55 in the morning. Okay. So, and I want to set my key levels for today. So what I do, I have a indicator. It is called Sessions by Lux Algo. I'm going to turn it on right now. What happens is you see these boxes get plotted on the chart. Okay. In my settings on Lux Algo, I have New York, London, Tokyo, and I turned Cindy off. I do not care about Cindy. Okay. And I only have the range. I don't care about the trend line, mean, VWAP. And I have max and min. So what that is it's going to plot the high and low of each session. Okay. For the New York session, I have it as gray. For the London session, I have it as light blue. For the Tokyo session, I have it as dark red. And I will show you why. Okay. So these are plotted on my chart. Okay. You will see these previous lines from the previous session that I traded. Okay. London high is a dark blue. This light blue is the London high from the previous session. That is part of the settings in that I just showed you. Okay. It makes it so it's easier to see. So I have on my horizontal ray for London, I have it as a dark blue. For my session setting, I have it as a light blue, so it's easy to see. For my horizontal ray for New York, I have it as black. For the high and low in my sessions indicator, I have it as gray. It makes it easy to find, easy to see. For Tokyo, for my horizontal ray, I have it as red. For the sessions indicator, I have those highs and lows as a dark red. And I'm going to show you how easy it is to change those levels right now. Okay. So I need to find the high and low of the previous session. Okay. As of right now, if it was this time right now, I'm not marking out this high and this low of London because London is still in session. This would just be the high of the day and the low of the day. I'm marking out previous day. Tokyo has already opened and closed, so we will mark that. But either way, we're going to start with London high, London low, and it's going to be from the previous day, which is Friday, last Friday, because today's Monday. Also, you see these red vertical lines I have on my chart? Those are session breaks. How I put those on my chart, you go down here, click on that settings, you go to more settings, you go to events, and this is on TradingView. Right there, you see it says session break. Watch, if I click this off, you don't see those lines. I click it on, you see those lines. Okay. It's my personal preference. I like to have those on. The reason being, I can see what happened in the last 24 hours real quick just by looking at my chart. I don't need to look down here and go, where's 6 p.m. or, you know what I mean? Okay. So here we go. So this is what I do. So we're going to start at London High. How I move these is I double click on these and this will pop up. Okay, make sure you're on coordinates. Okay, so the old level was 46668. That is not the level we need today, right? So what do? We go down to the first light blue box. It's 46481. So I type it in 46481. Sure we have it right. We click OK. Look what happens. It moved to the high of the previous high of London. Now we go to the previous London low. We double click, make sure we're on coordinates. We go down to the next light blue box. Okay, it's 45,976. 45,976. Click OK. Boom, moves it there. Okay, now I go to New York. You know, it's black. I double click on it. When these sometimes they'll get so close together as you're moving them, you don't know if you're on the right one. Just to make sure you're on the right one, just go to text and you'll see that you're on the right one. See? Okay. So where is the previous New York high? Well, it is the first light gray box right there, 46,368. So 46,368. Hit OK. Now I go to New York low. I double click. Where is the previous New York low? Well, it's the lowest gray box, right? So 45,662. 45,662. Click OK. Boom. Now I go to Tokyo high. Double click on Tokyo high. Where is the previous Tokyo high? Well, I know it's the first dark red box right there. Okay, so it's 45,945. 45,945. I click OK. Now I click on Tokyo low. And where is Tokyo low? The lowest dark red box. So it's 45,453. 45,453. And I click OK. Boom. So right now, I have the previous sessions of Tokyo, New York, and London highs and lows plotted on my chart. Beautiful. That's what I want to see. I do not like seeing these boxes on my chart as I trade because they mess up just the visual things. Okay. So I hide the box, and that's why we use these lines. Okay. So now we have the highs and lows of all the previous sessions. Okay. The next thing I like to do, and this is all on the 5-minute chart, guys. I always do this in the morning on the 5-minute chart. Okay. The next thing I do, I want to see the volume profile from the previous New York session. If I am ready to trade the New York session, I want to know where the volume profile lies of the previous New York session. Okay. So down here, all my saved tools, I have volume profile. I click on it. I find 930 right here. 930, click on it, and I scroll it. And where do I scroll to? This is why I like to have those red lines, the session break. It just makes it easy. Like real quick, boom, I move it to here, and it's gonna be 4:55 p.m. Okay, because we're on a 5-minute time frame. Click it. Click it. Okay. Now it's on my chart. Okay. I always like to have my volume profile behind my candles. So if the volume profile is hiding your candles and you don't like that, what you do is you right click on volume profile, you go to visual order, and you say send to back, and then you click on the screen. And I should have zoomed in, but see how now the volume profile is behind the candles. That's how I like it. I'll show you what it looks like if I bring it to the front. Oh, all right, it's not happening right now. Either way, what would happen is the volume profile would overlap these candles. You wouldn't be able to see them. Okay. So either way, so the next thing I do is I want to plot out my value area low, which is where the red and the green, or the red and the gray meet each other. My volume POC, okay, the POC, volume profile POC, and then the value area high, okay, up here. So down here in the horizontal array, as I showed you, I have a lot of settings. So I click on this, I click here, and I line it up right where the red meets the gray, okay? And then I right click, I go to template, and I go New York VAL, New York Value Area Low, and I lock it. I forgot to mention all of these lines, the value, or all these session highs and lows, make sure these are locked, okay? Because if they're not locked as you're trading and you go to move the screen, if you accidentally grab one of these, it's not going to move the screen. What's going to happen is it's going to move the level, and then you got to go back and find the level. So I make sure all of these are locked. Okay, forgot to tell you guys that. Make sure all of these are locked. Okay, so you just click that, and you see that lock, click it. Okay, click that. We know that one's locked. Okay, click that, lock. Okay, let's click value area low. Is it locked? It's locked. Okay, so now I want to do the POC, put it here. Okay, click it. I right click, template, New York POC. It's right there, and I lock it. Now I want to do value area high, which is where the red and gray meet. I hit horizontal array, click it, make sure we're right at the right spot. Boom. Now I right click it, template, New York value area high, make sure it's locked. Boom. Okay. There we go. Now we have all the important levels going into the week. Okay. Or going into that day, not the week. I'm sorry. Okay. One other thing I do, you don't have to do it, but there is another strategy that helps. I love VWAP. So this black line is continuous VWAP. I also do anchored VWAP from the previous session. So I click on anchored VWAP, I click on New York, 930, click it, and now, and that red line right there is New York VWAP. Okay. So this is how I find all my key levels before the New York Open. In the next video, I will show you what I do before the New York Open is to plot out my gaps and how I use 15-minute fair value gaps. Also, I will build a video for you guys on my number one setup, and I will show you all that. So stay tuned. There's a lot more videos coming your way, and I hope you learned something here, something that will help you, and hope you enjoyed it, guys. So I appreciate you guys sticking with me and waiting for these videos. It's been a challenging couple of weeks, but I'm back, baby, and I'm ready. I'm ready. So let's let's grow together. Let's learn together, and let's make this year amazing. Okay, guys. See you on the next one.